If you have an airdome, you can unmount it by yourself, saving hundreds of euros every year. Today we see step by step how you can do it, and if you already do it by yourself, you can have some useful tips. Let's begin by the people you need. If you have a single tennis court monomembrane, you will need at least 8 people if you don't have other machinery available. If you have a single tennis court double membrane or a double tennis court monomembrane, you will need at least 10 people. Bigger structures usually have zippers or other methods to split the structure into smaller pieces. If you have machinery, for example electric or internal combustion engine forklifts or agriculture machinery, you can reduce the people to 3 or 4 people. If you don't have people and don't have machinery, you can buy on Amazon or other online shops a winch and can be supplied with a battery car. Choose one person to be the team leader and coordinate all the operations. Then pay attention to the weather. If the airdome is unmounting, so the pressure is going down and we have high wind, we can have damages to the PVC structure. In addition, rain can be a big problem if we have the PVC structure laying down on the floor. So double check the weather before the unmounting. Think about how you can take your structure, your PVC structure, and move from the court. If you need a crane, you will need to book it days before. Okay, now you have all the people you need, the weather is okay, and we can go. First of all, remove all objects from the court. In this example, I will use a single tennis court, but our advice can be applied to almost every airdome. So remove chairs, net, and so on. If you can, remove also net posts. If you cannot remove them, it's better to protect them or better to protect the PVC structure from them with buckets or similar. Then put a protective sheet on the court. This is an optional step, but it's very important if you have, for example, red clay tennis court or other court with materials that can soil your PVC structure. Usually these sheets can be purchased online or in do-it-yourself shops or in agricultural equipment shops. You will probably need 2 people for each piece of this protective sheet. They are usually bought in rolls, big rolls, and so you can put, for example, 3 pieces to cover a single tennis court. Then you need to position the structure where your airdome, your rolled airdome will be placed. Usually 1 or 2 wood pallets, in particular Euro pallets, which have a trademark, or cards. Euro pallets are 120 per 80 centimeters. You can join them together using wood panels, in particular reinforcement panels. You can buy it in construction shops. If you use a cart and this cart is high, you will need some ramps, this to make possible to the PVC structure to climb the trolley. If you are using Euro pallets and manual forklifts to take away your structure, you can place onto the floor reinforcement panels to avoid damages, but this is depending from your logistical situation and what type of court you have, for example red clay. Now you can turn off your ventilation module and your emergency module. Please keep in mind not to disconnect your airdome from your modules. You can turn it on again if you need later. Now you can remove floodlights and also, if removable, electrical cables. You will probably need electrical scissors, a drill and a set of sockets or wrenches. We do it in teams of 3 people, one outside holding the mechanical structure of the floodlight, the external part, another one holding the floodlight, and the last person unmounting screws or what you have. If the structure is going down too fast, turn it on again the ventilation module so to push air inside. If the structure is too high, you can turn off the ventilation module and open all the doors. When all the floodlights are removed, you need to close the normal door, which opens to the inside of the structure, and open the emergency door, which opens to the outside. This to avoid damages to the PVC sheet. Now with all your team outside the structure, you can remove the connection between the air dome and the ventilation and emergency module. For this operation you will need 2 people and a drill plus a socket kit or some wrenches. Then disconnect the PVC sheet from your entry door and your emergency door. They are connected usually with some metal plates and screws or something similar. You will need a stair, a drill, a kit of socket. Now you can remove anchor tubes. We do it in team of 2 with one tunge and groove plier for each member. Some small tips. First of all, keep in mind how your pipes system is made of, so you can write a small number on each pipe and make a small map so to know exactly how you can rebuild your system and reconnect all the pipes. And then it's better to have knee pads so to avoid fatigue during this task. Now you can fold your sheet to roll it up later. You can do it on hand, but it's a very fatiguous task. Or you can use these pliers, which are designed and built for this task. We make them. They are composed by this part where the sheet can be locked. In this way, then you can press to lock. In the near we have this screw to regulate the distance between the 2 metal plates. This to fold also bigger sheets or already folded sheet. Using this handle you can pull your sheet with no fatigue, and with this lever you can unlock your pliers. In normal situations, you can first fold your PVC sheet along the short side, so to make it more similar to a rectangular and more easy to roll and fold. Please keep in mind that it's not a real rectangular, so you will not be able to fold and roll it in a clean way. This is normal and it's not a problem. It's a geometrical property and you cannot do anything to it. If you don't have an adequate number of people, you can do the fold in parts, for example a third, then the second third, and then the final. Then we need to fold the PVC sheet multiple times so we can roll it onto our Euro pallet or our cart. In normal situation, we can fold the PVC sheet and then roll it. We can fold one side, then the other one along the main axis of the cart. In particular situation where we need a crane to move our airdome, we need to make the folds not on the main axis of the cart but near one side, so to make the crane able to move our airdome. After the folding procedure, we have a sort of snake with a width of 1.5 or 2 meters, and we can go forward and roll it. To roll it up, you will need some straps, 2 straps like this one. You can buy it online or in textile shops. We made some upgrades to this strap on the end to reinforce it and be able to pull it by our hand or using a winch. Please keep in mind to buy an heavy-duty strip. This one, for example, has a thickness above 1 millimeter. This strap needs to be pushed below your PVC snake. We make it in a team of 3. 2 people on the side pushing up the snake, while the middle person push the strap below your snake. The first meter of roll up is very important because you need to roll it at the best you can. You can help you with a pipe like this one, so you can push this pipe and then roll up the PVC sheet on the pipe. So you need 2 straps and you can roll up a piece of snake at a time. You can roll up the sheet by hand if you have a lot of people, or with machinery, for example internal combustion engine forklifts, or using winches. You can use a single winch or better 2 winches, one per side, so you can regulate the speed and have a better rolling procedure. In other situations, we need to roll the cart on the shorter axis, so to roll it and move it outside the cart and store it outside the cart. When you have finished the rolling phase, you need to lock your PVC structure, putting a piece of wood, for example, and avoiding the rotation of the sheet. Then, using some strips like the one used in vehicles, you can lock your snake so it cannot move. A useful tip: take notes of the direction of your snake. This because in the next year you will mount your airdome. You will not able to say what is the correct direction, so you can write a small note on the PVC sheet, for example, or make a sign and so on, but this will be very helpful. Now you can move your PVC snake outside your cart. To do this, you can use machinery, for example forklifts or agricultural machinery. In this case, it's better to place protective wood layers on the ground to avoid damages. When your PVC structure is in its storage position, place a protection sheet or something like this to protect it from water, and check also the robustness of your cover against the wind. This is very important to avoid problems during summer and during the mounting process the year next. Now you can move the entry door and the emergency door if you want. It would be good to install side handles on the doors if you want to move them. Now you can remove wood protection tables, protection sheets, and replace all the objects you removed before. For example, tennis net, chairs, and so on. Okay, this is all for today. I hope this video is helpful and you can save a lot of money. If you have doubts or questions, or if you want to buy our pliers, down in the comment or on our website. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.